The Google Fi subscriber you have called.
What's up, everyone? Hope everybody's having a good Friday evening. On the East Coast, actually, it will be Saturday morning. Just decided to pop on and go live right now. Wasn't planning on it, but I got a call from a friend of mine, actually several, that said, Doug, are you aware of all the people that are trashing your name and your military service and your law enforcement service, and that supposedly are your friends? And so I went over and checked out some of these YouTubers that are doing this, because it didn't make much sense to me. And sure enough, so I guess my frustration tonight is that we have on YouTube, we have other YouTubers fighting each other for what? Well, what is the purpose of this? What is the purpose for other YouTubers who are supposed to be on the same sheet of music? We're supposed to all be patriots. We're supposed to be loving this country and wanting the best for this country, and working together to try and help Trump win in November and help make America great and weed out the evil and take on these far left-wing nut jobs that are trying to destroy this country. And there are many YouTubers that I considered friends. One of them tonight is, I'm just blown away. It's a female. She's a veteran. She lives in my town right here in Lake Charles, Louisiana. And she listened to the BS that high impact blogs put out about me, for those of you that saw that a few weeks ago. And she hasn't let go since. Continues to put out videos. That's Jennifer La Fontaine, by the way, for those of you who didn't know. So I tried to call her. She won't answer her phone. I sent her a message via Facebook, because we're Facebook friends, and she hasn't responded to that, although she's sharing that with her subscribers tonight. It's very disheartening to try and win a war against those that are against our country, when those that you bring on that you think are going to help do that turn out to be backstabbers. And that's what I'm starting to see tonight. There are people on YouTube that only had 15,000, 20,000, 30,000 subscribers. And I helped them out. I did interviews with them. I brought them on my Doug Ducote show. I brought a lot of them when we did the 24-hour border marathon. I brought them on board to help boost up their subscribers. I did that with Jennifer Fontaine. And then she turns around and does this crap tonight. And some people may say, hey, you're just whining and bitching and okay, maybe I am. Call it what you want, because I'm pissed off. Okay. I really am pissed off. When people talk trash about me, I don't give a damn. I could give two shits. What I do care about and what I'm passionate about is when they are slandering me with things that are not true, connecting my military service to it, connecting my law enforcement service to it, adding my family into it, my children into it, then damn right I'm going to fucking whine and bitch and get upset about it. And so should you or anybody else that has that happen to them. It's fucking wrong. There are people that I thought were good American patriots that are on YouTube that I was trying to help out, turn around and fucked me. I don't get it. Maybe they think because, somebody or enough people have done it where if they add my name in the description of their video, then people are going to go to it and click on it, want to watch their content because, they know Doug Ducote. There's some silly ass shit going on, folks. Bad enough that we have to fight these libtards, these Tide Pod eating, no good, waste of human space. And now people like me have to fight other YouTubers that are supposed to be patriots and veterans. Jennifer Fontaine happens to be a Navy veteran. Talking shit. I don't get it. I don't understand it. You got a problem with me? Call me. Freaking, you know my phone number. You know my wife's number. Contact her, Jennifer. I'll meet you any day. Let's go have lunch tomorrow so I can answer your questions that are absolutely ridiculous tonight. There's no reason for you to do what you're doing. Nor is there any reason for Unread Bat to do what he's did. And the guy that goes by Dougie Ducote Clown. And, you guys know who they all are. It's a whole freaking list of a bunch of nut jobs. So, oh boy. I had some very interesting conversations today. One of them was on speakerphone with my wife sitting next to me as I contacted another YouTuber that has been notoriously slandering me for 2 years now. And when he's sober, he's actually a decent person. But when he gets drunk, which is when he does his YouTube videos, he's really went out there with some horrible, horrible things about me, my wife, my kids, telling people that I do drugs, I sell drugs, I'm into pedophile rings. I mean, just unbelievably total bullshit. And so I did. I reached out to him today, called him up, and he was sober. And we had about a 30-minute chat. And it was a good one. And here I am, the person on the receiving end of the hate, reaching out to the people that are doing it, trying to bridge gaps somewhere and go, look, why? What is your ultimate goal here? The only thing I can think of is they're not patriots. They don't give a shit about the country. They hate cops, they hate the military, they hate vets. But they want to make people believe that they're just the opposite. They want to make people believe that they love this country. And then they sucker you in. And once they get a few 100,000 subscribers, like a few of them have, then they run with this unbelievable narrative that is going to hurt America. It's almost like they're being paid by like George Soros or somebody to do this, to turn patriots against patriots, to turn Republicans against Republicans, conservatives against conservatives. And they're doing one hell of a freaking job of it. Trust me. There is so much happening behind the scenes that I don't share with anybody, and I don't talk about on the Doug Ducote show, or I don't do videos about. None of it's really gotten under my skin as much as it has tonight. You know, I've got a special agent with the freaking FBI with my name on his desk, trying to protect me. No shit. Trying to protect me because of the people out there that claim to be American patriots calling in fake bomb threats to fucking airports and claiming to be me. And going on websites where you can submit a question or ask something and putting in horrible things in the comment section about how I'm going to come over there and slit their throats and put a gun to their head and I'm going to kill everybody. And then they put my name and my phone number and my email address in the thing and send the form. And they're doing that all over the fucking world. It's gotten to the point now where local law enforcement here is aware of what's happening. Lake Charles Police Department, right here in my city, has a detective that's helping protect a bubble around me from other people coming in and trying to take me to jail for something that I'm not doing. Louisiana State Police, same freaking thing. And now the FBI is involved, trying to protect me from other people that claim to be American patriots. This shit is absolutely insane. I don't need to do this. I'm not making money doing this. Hell, 99% of my videos are unmonetized, and even when they are monetized, you're not making any money off this shit. I do this out of pride for America. I do this because I want to get the conservative voice out there. Do I make mistakes? Yes, I've made plenty of mistakes. Guess what? I come on and I tell you I made the mistakes. Those of you that have been following me and know the videos I put out over the past, well, hell, when did I start this? 2010? A long time ago. When I make a mistake, I man up to it. Or if something's been taken out of context, I explain it. Do you see the other YouTubers doing that? Hell no, they doubled down on that shit. So what I see happening is a coordinated effort by someone that's feeding money to these people to pretend to be patriots. For all I know, Jennifer La Fontaine didn't even serve in the freaking Navy. That's what she said. I'd never, in my wildest imaginations, would have thought that this person, Jennifer La Fontaine, would do what she's doing right now. Here's a woman who has been after me for 2 years now to bring her on my shows or to do something together, collaborate together to help her build her audience. Wanting me to do something with her so she can attach her name to my name to help build her stuff. And I go and do that, and this is the thanks I get for it. So I think it was all a scam. I doubt she even did serve in the military now. I think that everything she says about being a patriot is all bullshit. She's one of these far left-wing nut jobs that's just out to get conservatives to go against each other and Republicans to go against each other. Just like the other ones that are out there attacking me. And it's not just me. They're attacking all kinds of people out there that are conservatives and Republicans and making up lies about them. Sadly, I take it to heart when it comes to my country. Probably I shouldn't. I don't know. But when I think of the sacrifices that I made for my country that I love, and the sacrifices that I'm still making because of the things that happened to me physically and mentally in war, and to my family, to have some fucking nut job or jobs start attacking my military service and telling people lies about me, that shit's not cool. You know, you say I'm fat, I'm bald, whatever. I don't give a shit. Those kind of things, I don't care. You don't like my politics. You don't like what I say about the direction of the country. You don't like what I have to say about the president. That's fine. Speak up. But why make up shit to try and build your audience off of my name? What kind of person does that crap? Seriously. You've got to be one fucked up individual that all you have time to do is sit around and trash other YouTubers that are conservatives and Republicans trying to help this country and that serve this country with honor. And all you want to do is sit there and talk shit. That is beyond fucked up. I don't know what else to say. It's very, very frustrating. You know, then on top of that, we've got YouTube drastically screwing with all conservatives and Republicans channels. You know, how do conservatives, those that have over 100, let's just say those that have over 100,000 subscribers, me included, I've got 130 something thousand. How do we go from videos with 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 views to 3,000 or 6,000. That's YouTube. That's censorship. You know how many people tell me on a daily basis they've been unsubscribed to my channel and they wonder why I haven't been putting anything out, and they go over and they realize that, hell, I've been putting out stuff. Then they go check and they found out they were unsubscribed and they got to resubscribe again. 5 separate times I've had my own son come to me and say, I keep getting unsubscribed to your shit, Dad. What's going on? Right there on his phone, he shows me. Then he resubscribes and rings the little bell again. A week later, guess what, Dad? Check it out. And other family members tell me the same thing, and a lot of you guys doing that. Over 1,600 unsubscribed in the past 28 days. Thank you, YouTube. So, for those of us that are American patriots that love this country, that come on and do YouTube videos to try and help our president, to try and help our country, that care about our law enforcement and our veterans and our military, not only do we have the #1 social media platform in the world, YouTube, going against us, but then we partner up and we help and we bring on to help out other supposedly conservative Republican YouTubers, and then they turn around and screw you. I don't get it. You know, when Brian at Impact Vlogs did his hit piece, I called him. Twice I've called him and said, dude, let's talk man to man. Not a response. I've sent him 2 separate emails. Never responds to them. Same thing now with Jennifer. You know, I come from the old school of, you know, if you got a problem with me, fucking come talk to me. And I do that to you. And we'll discuss this man to man, or man to woman, or vet to vet, or however the hell you want to call it. But to be on YouTube putting out trash about someone else that supposedly in person or behind the scenes you're talking about how great they are, and then you come along and do something like this? And the scary part is there's people that believe that actually believe them. Some of these YouTubers that are doing this, you know, they only have a few 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, but then you start adding up their subscribers on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Then they start reaching over 1 million people. And then if you go and you actually start listening to some of their other stuff they've done in the past, you would find out that they freaking hate the military. They want to see it disband. They want to see veterans locked up. They want to see our law enforcement disband. They don't want people to vote. And they sure as hell hate Donald Trump with a passion. And these people have over 1 million folks following them, like a bunch of goddamn sheep fixing to be led right off the cliff. So, hey, Brian, Jennifer, got a problem with me? Call me. Let's go have lunch or coffee or a beer. Name the location and time. I'll be there. But to be putting out videos, and now some of them have put out, like Jennifer's done, I think 3 about me now, 3 hit pieces. Lives right here in my own hometown. I mean, not my hometown. I'm from Baton Rouge, but she lives right here in Lake Charles. Knows a lot of the people I know. Veterans that I help through my nonprofit. Going, Doug, what the fuck's going on here? And it's been going on for a long time with a bunch of other people before she and Brian came along. You know, just let it go in one ear and out the other. You know, why even worry about it? But then, like I say, when they start trashing your military service and your law enforcement service and making up shit that's not true about things that you said or didn't say, taking things out of context that you've written, and especially those that are slandering my wife and my kids, my special needs son. You know, one of the videos that was done on YouTube, the guy comes right on out and says he wants to see me dead and that I should commit suicide. And before I do so, I should put a bullet right between my retarded son's eyes. That's his fucking words. Because no one should be responsible for my fuck up. He put out a YouTube video saying that. Now, they've taken him down, thank God. And he put out enough information and for long enough, because then he went on Facebook doing it too and shared it all over Facebook and on Twitter, that the FBI was able to zone in and find out who the fuck he is. And they're doing their thing, okay? What the outcome of that will be, I don't know. But, and then I shared that video with Jennifer. And I said, look, this is the kind of hate that I'm getting because of what people like you are doing. And of course, tonight she shares that with her audience, except goes, look, see, there's no video there. He made this up. He's lying. Of course, it's not there. They took it down. And he's probably in custody right now with the FBI. But guess what? I got it. Here, let me share one of them with you guys, since we're just killing fucking time right now. I got plenty of time. Let's see here. Because what I do, before they get a chance to take their shit down, I record it. I just take my phone and I set it up right here in front of the main PC. And I videotape a lot of this stuff. Okay, here's one of them. It's this guy here is 7 minutes, 17 seconds of video. And here's a threat against my life by a YouTuber by the name of Rogue Pioneer.
This is a video log for Douglas M. Ducote Sr. If you feel that you can say, fuck your rights, then you, sir, deserve to be hung by the neck until you are dead for treason against the Constitution of the United States, which you took an oath to uphold. You deserve to be hung by the neck until you are dead. I wanted you to see my face, to see that I am not afraid of you, and hope you come to find me. I hope you do. I hope you are that stupid. But I don't think you are. I think you're a coward that hides behind the camera. It's easy enough for you to find me because you've messaged me on my Facebook Messenger. All you have to do is come to my home. Come to my home in Texas, where I have the castle law to defend me, and I have my gun to stop you. If you believe that fuck your rights is okay, then you have committed treason against the Constitution of the United States of America, and you must be taken and hung by the neck until you are dead. And that is my opinion on the subject.
Okay, so that video came out after Jennifer Fontaine did her video. So Jennifer, the video that you shared with your people tonight that's not there anymore, and you think that I'm making up this shit? Well, there it is, Jennifer. That's the fucking video. The difference in, yeah, we all get death threats, like you said. Oh, I get death threats all the time. You're right, Jennifer. That's right. Guess what? In my case, goddamn law enforcement's knocking on my door because they're making up shit about me that's not true. That's caused the FBI and the Lake Charles Police Department and the state police to kind of put a bubble around my ass to warn off these people that it's not Doug doing this. He didn't call in the bomb threat to the Alaska airport that had them shut the fucking thing down. The whole airport got evacuated because Doug Ducote supposedly called in a bomb threat. They did it to the Baton Rouge airport. They did it to New York. They did it to the Port Authority, Jennifer. That's the difference. They put my home up for sale on the internet, Jennifer, and told people that because of my shift work, come between midnight and 2 a.m. to visit my house and see the inside. And I got total strangers knocking on my fucking door at 2 a.m. wanting to see my house that's for sale on the internet that I'm not selling. That's the difference, Jennifer, in what happens to me in attacks and what happened to you. These nut jobs like that fucker I just showed you know where I live. They know about my children. Let's see. Well, I'm in a sharing mood.
When you commit suicide, Doug, make sure to shoot your retarded son in the head. Nobody else would have to pay for your mistake, you fat cunt.
How's that, Jennifer?
Suicide, Doug. Make sure to shoot your retarded son in the head. Nobody else would have to pay for your...
Make sure when you commit suicide, Doug, first you shoot your retarded son between the eyes because nobody should have to pay for your mistakes. They know I have a special needs son because I'm proud of him and I share his stuff on Facebook, Special Olympics things that he does and the medals he gets. That's the difference, Jennifer. They're telling me to shoot my special needs kid and calling him retarded. That's the difference, Jennifer, between what's happening to me because of fucking people like you that are saying horrible shit that isn't true. That's the difference.
Suicide, Doug. Think about it. You know you want to do it. You fat fuck. Doug the fat nut with anger issues. He's probably going to commit suicide soon. I'm looking forward to it. Doug, you fat cunt. You're about 3 steps away from a fucking heart attack, you fat prick. You're going to die soon from your heart attack because you're going to be so worked out. But don't worry, your wife will get finally the fucking she deserves. She gets 1 orgasm by Halloween. Promise. Looking forward to reading your obituary soon, you fat fuck. I masturbate to your death, but not in a gay way. Have a good day, cunts. I went to college, so I'm better than you. Looking for your obituary, Doug. Your death will be a day of joy, you fucking cunts. I went to college, so I'm better than you.
Guess he doesn't know I went to college.
After you commit suicide, Doug, I'm going to dig up your body and sell your bullet on eBay. You're finally going to be worth something. The sooner you're dead, the better, you cunt. Your death will be a day of joy.
I could go on and on because I've got, oh Jesus, I've got about 80 of them recorded. This is every day, Jennifer. These people talk about they can't wait till I'm dead so they can fuck my wife and how they want me to shoot my retarded kid. That's the difference between me and you, Jennifer, and what's happening to us. This is the kind of shit that I deal with every damn day. Hateful crap from some very, very mentally deranged people. That's the difference, Jennifer. If anybody's wondering who the hell she is, there you go. That's her. Jennifer Fontaine. Yep. Who now has 30,300 subscribers. She had about 8 before I helped her out. And then she goes and does this kind of shit, stirring up crap, along with these other horrible people to try and bring me down. Now, there are some people that say, don't fight back, Doug. Don't feed it. What you feed grows. And that's true. I get that. I understand that. But there comes a point where I can't sit back anymore and not say shit and not go, you know what? You're fucking wrong for doing this to another human being. You're wrong for doing this. I go after those in Washington, D.C. that were sent there to represent we, the people, and they don't. They're there for their own personal benefits, making a hell of a salary that they will get for the remainder of their life. More money than any military member will ever make that are serving and sacrificing their lives for these members of Congress. That's who I go after. For things that they're doing to the American people. I don't go after other YouTubers making videos to trash them, Jennifer Fontaine. I don't do that. Of course, I am right now because you finally pushed me to that fucking limit. I don't give a shit anymore. You want to talk shit? You want to talk trash about other people? I go buy a fucking billboard tomorrow and put it up right out here on the interstate with your damn picture on it. To go along with my other video or with my other billboards advertising my website. You like to show that? You like to show my billboard that Brian sent you where he took out what it said with my website, where it says conservative ? And DouglasDucote.com took that out and put fuck your rights. You like to share that? Well, how about I do that for you, Jennifer? How about I go out tomorrow? Well, I can't do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. But Monday, I'll call up the Lamar agent that handles our billboards for us, and I'll have one put up with your face on it explaining, I don't know, I'll think something up between now and then. You know damn good and well what that billboard said. And you're sharing it with your subscribers as if I put up a billboard that said, fuck your rights? Oh, boy. Good job, Jennifer. Good job. You don't have a fucking clue. Don't have a clue what you're stepping into. You owe me an apology. That's what you owe. My suggestion, for what it's worth, and I assume it's not worth shit, is you pick up the phone and you be woman enough, at least vet to vet, to talk to me about your problem with me so we can hash this out and at least be on the same team fighting the liberals that are trying to destroy this country and not fighting other YouTubers that have done things to help your fucking ass out. Or I spend the remainder of my time, when I got free time, putting out videos talking about Jennifer Fontaine and what a horrible person she is. Is that what you want me to do? Is that what I should do with my 130-something thousand subscribers? Let them know how horrible of a person you are, what you did to me? Well, now they know it. Now they know it. And now they can find out the goddamn truth about you. I didn't want to do this. I don't want to talk about other YouTubers. But son of a bitch, people. There comes a point where either you roll over like a little bitch and just take it, or you speak up for yourself and you go, no, you're not going to say that shit. Because it's not true and it's a goddamn lie. You're not a patriot. You're sure as fuck not a Christian. And right now, I'm not being very Christian either. And I hope that God forgives me for all the horrible things coming out of my mouth right now. But I'm pissed off that people like you that claim to be an American patriot and served in the United States Navy, who then had an Army veteran, me, help you out to turn around and fuck them? No, it doesn't work that way, ma'am. Here's the difference in me and you. What you put out on your YouTube about me is slander. It's not true. It's defamation of character. What I'm saying about you right now is 100% the truth. It's your own damn words. All anybody has to do is go watch your damn video to see it. And it's wrong. You're wrong for what you did. Let's see. Let's see if we can get her on the phone. I've done called her 3 times. She won't answer. Maybe she answer now.
The Google Fi subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Jennifer, Doug Ducote again. Just wanting to talk to you about the slanderous video you're putting out about me and other conservatives and Republicans. Give me a call. You got my number. So I just got a text message from another person that I consider an American patriot. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want him to be attacked by this person because she knows this person as well and has already said damning things about him that's not true. But obviously he's watching right now and he says, don't do it. Put up a video about me instead. I mean, not a video, a billboard. A billboard about with his name on it instead so that I got it, buddy. Those billboards are pretty damn expensive, by the way, just so you know. Let's look at some of the chat. Who is she? Can you put her correct name on here? Yeah, it's Jennifer Fontaine. Here's her, or not Fontenot, Fontaine, or something like that. Here, let's see. Jennifer La Fontaine. There you go. Wonderful American patriot right there. Yep. Oh, here's your
Here's the thing.
here it is. Fuck your rights, high impact, and Douglas Ducote,
Freaking the crap out on
who's really telling the truth.
High Impact Blog.
And she's calling out me and American Joe.
I'm the Jennifer that Brian showed in one of his videos that said, read this comment from Jennifer that people were going after whenever I replied to Douglas's F Your Rights post. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you in just a second. I was shocked. So Douglas Ducote put up a post on his Facebook page that said, your rights. And I was like, I about fell out of my chair. And he was trying to say that, I'm going to just show it to y'all. But here's my thing, y'all. They want us divided. They want us freaking out at each other rather than who's really to blame here.
Wow. Isn't that interesting? They want us divided. No. You want us divided. Brian wants us divided. Unread Bat wants us divided. Dougie Dakota the Clown wants us divided. And all of your other libtard friends want us divided. I explain in detail what I meant about fuck your rights. But it doesn't matter to you that I explained it. You still go out and you throw in high impact vlogs in my name so you can get his subscribers to come over and subscribe to you because you're proud that he mentioned you. I'm the Jennifer that he mentioned. Come subscribe to my channel so I can trash other patriots. Listen again.
Well, this video is probably going to make a lot of people upset.
Oh.
But the truth does that to people.
The truth does that.
People upset.
Makes them upset.
Here's the thing. We have Douglas Dakota, American Joe Show, freaking the crap out on Brian at High Impact Vlogs. And let me explain something. I'm the Jennifer that Brian showed in one of his videos that said, read this comment from Jennifer that people were going after whenever I replied to Douglas's F Your Rights post. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you in just a second. I was shocked. So Douglas Dakota put up a post on his Facebook page that said, your rights. And I was like, I about fell out of my chair. And he was trying to say that, I'm going to just show it to y'all. But here's my thing, y'all. They want us divided. They want us freaking out at each other rather than who's really to blame here.
Yep, that's what you want.
The Bill Gates of this world.
The Bill Gates.
Elon
Musk.
Bezos. Sheldon Adelson.
Yeah. Soros.
These people.
Which one's paying you?
That have run these operations to ensure this goes just as planned. You know, here in Louisiana, we're now going to have to wear a mask when we enter a place. The numbers are almost depleted, okay? Almost gone. And now they want us to wear a mask, and they're going to find the business owner and the person not wearing the mask. So they're going to really kill small business owners. That's their plan. I don't see how anybody can stand with such a thing. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you're scared for your life, stay home. But when you start trampling on our rights and our freedoms and everything that this country stands for, that's when you become the enemy. So, yeah, let's go all George Bush on this. You stand with us or you stand against us.
And you made it very, very clear, Jennifer, that you're against us. That you're not an American patriot. And now I doubt that you ever served in the United States Navy. Can't quite say that about me, can you? Because, you know, anybody can look up my shit. It's all over the internet. I'm actually happy and proud of my military service. I'd do it all over again. Even the pain and the hardships that I had to go through and my family had to go through. So do a video, Jennifer, that shows your DD-214 because I don't think you served in the United States military, because this isn't how veterans treat other veterans. That's right. I said it. This isn't how veterans treat other veterans. You took what a person on YouTube that through all of their social media platforms have over 1 million followers, the person that makes no qualms about it, hates the military, hates veterans, hates law enforcement officers, is 100% for open borders, hates our president, and doesn't want anybody voting. You took his words to pump him up because he mentioned you. You're the Jennifer he talks about. Come over and subscribe to me. I'm an American patriot. The person that hates you and me and everybody else that served this country, you know, the bootlickers, as they like to call us. So for you to follow somebody like that and take their word over what supposedly I meant when I explained what I meant and who I was talking to, for you to side with them tells me that you're not a fucking veteran. You never served in the military. Ain't no way in hell. Because you're taking the word of somebody that hates the military, hates vets, hates law enforcement, hates our president, and wants open borders, allow everybody in from Central and South America. That's who you're supporting, Jennifer. That's who he mentioned you. Oh, I'm that person. Come subscribe to my channel and join me in trashing other veterans. Join me joining him trashing veterans. Coming from somebody that supposedly served in the United States Navy. Now, think about that for a moment, folks. What vet in their right mind that loves this country and supports our Constitution and our flag, what vet is going to side with somebody that is 100% against everything you stand for, unless you're one of them and you also hate the military, veterans, law enforcement, the president, and you want open borders? There's no other way of putting that. There's no way to make that make any sense at all unless it's facts, unless that's factual information. Because you're supporting them and you're joining their effort to censor American patriots. You're joining an effort to shut down those of us that actually care about this country. Those of us that serve this country. You're trashing them. So show us your DD-214. Make a copy of it. Block out your freaking address. Block out your social security number. Show it to us, Jennifer, because I think you're full of shit. Because if you did serve in the military, with what you're doing to other American patriots by siding with people that hate vets, hate the military, hate law enforcement, tells me that maybe you got chaptered out of the military with a dishonorable discharge or something because you couldn't fit in. Because there's no other reason for a vet to do that. None. Zero. I love my friends. Now they're sending, some of them are sending me funny little memes that they made up about what I'm ranting about right now. What's kind of funny about this, I guess, if I don't know, I don't know anything that's funny about this, but the here's the deal. Earlier today, my wife and I were discussing about what I was telling her what my next video was going to be about. And I was going to put out a video tomorrow. Well, now today, because it's now Saturday. I was going to put out a video Saturday talking about some things that are floating around the internet that's not true about our country. And my wife said, why don't you take a break from that for a moment? Step out of the politics realm and put out something funny. Okay? You've done funny videos in the past. You know, give it a break with the politics and let's just, you know, and so she started sharing with me things that she thought would make a good video. And we were laughing our ass off. We were driving. We drove from Lake Charles to Lafayette today. They've now opened up restaurants here in Louisiana after 2 months that they've been closed or whatever it is. And so we're going down there to eat at a restaurant, and she started sharing with me some of the things about this whole coronavirus COVID-19 thing that I should do a video on. And so she's like, for instance, one of the things she said that just cracked me up was how the beaches that are open in different the states that border the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, that have opened up their beaches again, only have the beaches open between sunup and sundown. Okay. So that means that at night, the coronavirus comes out to the beach. So you can't be there at night because you would get the virus. But during the day, it's totally fine. You can't go to a restaurant, but you can go to Walmart, but the coronavirus is in the restaurant, but it's not in Walmart. And you can wear masks that are just over your mouth and your nose is completely exposed while you're working at Walmart or on your head. Or you can cut a hole in it so you can breathe easier. Okay. Just the funny things that we're seeing happen, the decisions being made by governors, by mayors, you know, that just defy logic. You go, what the, how is this possible? We go to this restaurant the other day in Florida. We've been going to Florida because Florida's open now. Everything's back to normal. But this one restaurant made all their staff wear a mask. No gloves, just a freaking mask. That night, we go to a restaurant for dinner. They didn't have to wear masks, but they had to wear rubber gloves. And they're still touching shit. They're still touching themselves. They're still touching your food. They're still bringing you to the tray. It's like, why? So I took the time to ask the manager. I said, please help me understand the logic behind these gloves. And he says, you want to know the truth? Yeah. He goes, for perception, not perspection, because it looks like we're doing something. And I thought, there it is. I can buy that. That makes sense to me. You think that, well, it wasn't him, actually, it's the higher ups, that if they do that, if they appear to be doing something that makes it look like they actually care about COVID-19, that it'll make you feel more comfortable eating in their restaurant. That's exactly what they felt. And obviously, most people that's how they looked at it. They didn't think about it other than they're wearing gloves. That's nice. I'm not going to get infected by COVID-19 if they have it. It spreads through the air and gets through your nasal if you touch yourself or you walk past somebody that coughed and it goes in your nose. That's how you get it. Not your heads. And they're still going to scratch their hair or cough in their hands or pick their nose or whatever. Touch the money wearing gloves. And then we go to the beach to find out that it's open at sunrise, and by sunset you have to be off the beach because COVID-19 is going to come swarming the beach and infect everybody. But during the day, it's not. During the day, there was, in just the one area we were in, there was 50,000 people. But get off that beach before the sun sets, or you're going to get this disease. It's just so. Anyhow, we laughed about that today, and I thought, yeah, that's probably what I need to do. And then we were kicked back watching TV a while ago, and I started getting all these text messages from other friends of mine, veterans, some of them law enforcement, some of them both. I got like 15 messages going, dude, go check out what Jennifer's doing live right now. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I did. So I brought it up. My wife and I are looking at it going, are you kidding me? What? And here I am, sitting here. At least I can laugh about it. What else you gonna do? She ain't gonna call me. Just like Brian ain't gonna call me. Just like the rest of them, they're not gonna call me. Nah, they're too chicken shit to do that. They can't face somebody eye to eye. They want to be keyboard warriors and talk shit. But I'll meet you anytime, any place, in public. Name it. I'll be there. And I'll be nice. And we'll talk human to human about any issues you have with Doug Ducote. And I will explain myself. You can explain yourself. But you can't explain away the absolute lies and slander and hate that you're putting out on YouTube, claiming to be bringing everybody together. No, you're dividing everybody. Her logic is emotional. I just messaged Brian and left Jennifer a fucking comment. Good. Don't let her twist your words, Doug. She sounds like a nut. You're right, Linda. Thank you, Amy. How's it going, Trump girl? She won't do it. Mr. Tomatoes. You sound a lot like my dad, Douglas. And you have the same first name as him, too. He sounds like a great guy. Michael Paul. I suppose she was in Bud's class also. Very, very, very doubtful. I tell you what, I was having a conversation recently with one of my sons about the military, and he was like, Dad, why don't you, go into like to be a Navy SEAL or be a Green Beret or a Ranger, all that kind of stuff, And I said, because I used my brain. I thought, what can I use in the outside world? And if I'm going to go into combat, what would probably be the better of the two? Let's see. On a helicopter as a flight engineer, where I take those guys, the Navy SEALs and the Rangers and the Green Berets, in my helicopter and drop their ass off, lower the ramp, let them out, go fight their battle, go back to base, drink another cup of coffee, and then go pick them up when they're done, bring them back. That just seemed logical to me. I don't know. Call me dumb. But I loved aviation. I love flying. And my hat's off to those in special operations. I mean, I served in aviation special operations because we supported all those guys. Over in Operation Iraqi Freedom, our unit supported 10th Special Forces Group. That's who we were assigned to. That's who we took to do their thing, which was searching for high-value targets. They can't get there unless we take them there in our helicopters. But I loved aviation. I've always loved aviation. And but those guys that that go through SEAL training and special forces training, maybe back then, when I went in the military, I don't even know if I could have made it through that. I really don't. I've seen what they go through. I've seen their training. You can look it up on YouTube and watch it. I mean, I know what they go through. And the hardest is the pararescue guys in the Air Force. When I was served in the 129th Air National Guard over in California as a crew chief on our HH-60 helicopter, that was hold on a second. What?
Rick says San Mateo County says hi.
Rick from San Mateo County. How's it going, Rick? I served with San Mateo County Sheriff's Office. Was there for 6 years at San Mateo County? I think 6 years. Yeah. But anyhow, those guys and girls, it was fun watching them operate and being a part of taking them to go do what they do, which is personal, up close with the bad guy. And then sometimes we have to, when we go to pick them up, we're picking up guys that are injured or have been killed. And, that was always hard to do. To go in there and rescue some of these guys that, are fucked up. War sucks. But it is what it is. Pam, yes, that would be the right Jennifer. These things we do that others may live is their motto. That is correct, Amy. Anyhow, what I was saying a while ago was during my military service, I had break from the Army. I was dual service. I served 3 years in the Air National Guard out in California at Moffett Federal Airfield. I was with the 129th Rescue Wing, and I was a crew chief on the HH-60G helicopter. And our job was pararescue. We took the pararescue guys, and peacetime, basically most of our missions were high altitude rescues up in the mountains along the coast there, where hikers go missing or get injured, skiers, and then going offshore and rescuing ships that are going down, or somebody on a ship, going out there, and we hover over the ship and lower a basket down with a pararescue guy to get them, bring them back on the helicopter, or drop a pararescue guy off in the water to go to a smaller ship, for instance, and watching those pararescue guys do what they do while I'm sitting in the comforts of this helicopter was very humbling. The training they go through and the things that they put themselves in. I mean, it's bad enough that we're all risking our lives going out in horrible weather conditions. A good example of the pararescue folks is the movie The Perfect Storm. If you haven't seen that, check that out. The Perfect Storm, that helicopter used in the rescue, the actual helicopter in the movie was 119, and that was actually the helicopter that I was the crew chief on when I was in the 129th. And it was flown down to Hollywood, and they put it in a building there and a blue screen and all that. So the helicopter, the only time the helicopter physically flies in that movie is at the very end when you see it flying off over the ocean. But all the other scenes with the helicopter and the pararescue folks is all done. It's sitting on a contraction that makes it move and all that. And they have sounds and everything they dub in, and the blue screen that has the storm and the rain they're going through. And, but it was based on a true story that actually did happen to these folks. And, but those were some of the, let me say this. When my 3 years were up with that unit, I couldn't wait to get back into the Army and back on Chinook helicopters again, because my nerves were shot. When that motto of, the things we do so others may live, they really live and breathe that. And we would have helicopters that in any other condition, like for a training flight, wouldn't be flyable because of something that's wrong with them that needs to be fixed. But in a life or death situation, we would risk that and fly the helicopter anyhow, if that's the only one we had available. And then weather conditions. When the Coast Guard won't go out there because the weather's too bad, but somebody's out there on that ship that's got to be rescued, we did it. Those guys in pararescue, my hat's off to them all day long. I did it for just 3 years. Not the 3 years actually, because I was in the unit for 3 years. But the first year was all in training. I went to Kirkland Air Force Base, where they, taught me the crew chief duties and everything and taught me about the aircraft, because I was a Chinook guy for all them years. And so really 2 years of actual working as a crew chief in the 129th. And man, some of the stuff that they do is just, those are some brave folks. When you're literally flying in conditions like a hurricane at night, and you're jumping out of a helicopter with fins and a mask on to go try and save somebody off a boat, my hat's off to them. I tell you what, I've seen it. I was right there to watch them do it, and then you've got to hope that you can hit the aerial tanker to get back, because you've went so far out that you don't have enough fuel to get back. And we had an aerial refueling boom on board, and we have a C-130 helicopter that's a tanker aircraft that would go out there and meet us. And they sent a little drogue off of a thing off the wing that's hooked to the fuel system, and we can probe into that and get fuel. And in the movie that I was just talking about in The Perfect Storm, they couldn't hit that drogue, and they ended up ditching at sea. But, you know, and that's always a scary thing. You know, you finally got out there, you've rescued the person or what have you, and now you're trying to get back, and, you know, you're being beat to hell and back because of the conditions. And it's taken forever to try and get hooked up to get your gas, wondering if you're going to have to ditch out in the ocean. That never happened to anybody in our unit. Everybody always managed to, our pilots did great jobs and always managed to hit the tanker as we needed to and get our gas. But anyhow, the whole thing with my hats are off to those guys and girls that I gave rides to to go fight their battle, you know. It's amazing. Everybody's got a part to play, you know, and I mean, even the folks, you know, guys that served in the military that were cooks. Okay. Guess what? We can't do our job with the helicopters, taking the other guys and girls that are pararescue or infantry or special ops to do their job if we don't get fed. Okay. The guys working in maintenance, they're turning wrenches on the helicopters. Without them doing that, we can't fly the helicopter. You know, the folks that run the gas pumps and bring the trucks out to give us the fuel. I mean, everybody in the military plays a role in the mission, and in one way or another, it all comes together. So I have deep respect for everybody that served in the military honorably, that actually did, no matter what their job was, because without your job, you take one MOS out of that element, and it affects the outcome of everything we do. You know, pretty simple. Anyhow. So here's what I expect is going to happen after tonight. I expect that Jennifer isn't woman enough to back her words up and meet me face to face. She'll put out another video trashing me because now I'm calling her out. I expect Brian's going to do the same thing because, I mentioned him. So I'm a bootlicker. I support the law enforcement, and I'm a vet, and I support the military, and I'm for securing our borders, and I support our president. So he's going to do another one, and the rest of them. Dougie Dakota Clown, he puts out one every day now. That guy's that guy's a piece of work. And the guy over in Greece, Unread Bat, which I don't have confirmation on this at the moment. The guy that's done the most damage to my name, you know, that was doing all the calling and the bomb threats and all that shit. He may be in FBI custody at the moment because we know his YouTube channel's been shut down. We haven't seen him in the chats. We haven't seen him in anybody's chat. It's like he just vanished. So hopefully, you know, they got to him, and we'll see. But what we did find out with this whole thing with the FBI getting involved was that it's a huge, huge net of people that are being paid by someone to do this, you know, and they've got a lot to worry about. And, you know, typical crap on YouTube is not one of the things that they really worry about. But yet in my situation, they didn't have a choice, because if they don't do something, you know, when people are threatening to kill you, kill your family, and then using your name, phone number, and email address to pretend to be you, saying you're going to go into some place and kill everybody, like the airports, and they've done it to McDonald's restaurants. They've done it to, I mean, just, you know, you have no choice. What are you doing, girl? Come here. Come here. Say hi. Comb your hair. This is my chupacabra. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to call you that. This is Jeebie Girl. Jeebie Girl ain't got no clothes on. Chinese crescent, by the way. They only have hair on their head and their paws and their tail. Daddy talking too loud? Woke you up? Huh? Did I wake you up? Good night, Tammy. Thanks, Laura Hunter. It's a serious pub, all right. I have an ugly dog, too. Amy, these dogs are only have a face that a parent can love. What's funny is when we have people come over to do some, you know, we have some kind of maintenance person come over to work on the house or something, somebody that's never been here before, and they walk in and they see her and they're like, what is that? You know, like they freak out for a second. And I always tell them it's chupacabra from Mexico. Do they have to wear sunscreen? River Girl asked. They don't go out. Well, you shouldn't take them out in the sun. It's okay to take them out, you know, for maybe 10 or 15 minutes to walk or whatever, to get exercise. But other than that, they should not be outside like any other dog would because they'll burn. And she is potty trained to use piddle pads, so she doesn't go out to use the bathroom anyhow, so along with Sir Peanut, my Chihuahua. And then the other problem is we have a lot of owls out here, and they would attack them. My other two dogs, or our other two dogs, are larger, and you know, so that's not an issue with them, and they go outside. One stays outside because she refuses to be inside, and the other one goes out every 4 hours. Thank you, River Girl. Yes, she is. Vote Justin out. And a red leaf, so I take it that's probably Canada, and you're talking about the president of Canada. Yep, I agree. Sir Peanut, yes. Sir Peanut also has his own Facebook page. All right, so Sir Peanut, the PTSD Service Chihuahua. Check that out. He's an ambassador for service dogs. So he has his own Facebook page. Good night, Stephen. Yes, owls and buzzards can be. Lots of dog lovers here. Yep, definitely. You're correct, Ron Baker. It is. Trust me. and in my life, powder's dry and I'm watching my six constantly. A lot of people don't like my message and they want it stopped. Sherry, yes, I'm doing my best. Trump girl, you saw Sir Peanut's Facebook page. Check it out, KM. Disabled Vets Perspective. Next time you come over my way, give me a ring. Would love to hang out. Yes, and we were just there. I'm going back in a couple of days. We did not end up this last trip with the time that we needed to go visit with friends. And we ended up having to come back sooner than we expected. But I'm going to be heading down there with my son soon. And so it'll be nice to kind of hook up with some of you guys and girls and hang out, go get a drink, go to the beach, or hell, go to Krispy Kreme Donuts. I love that place. You can't tell by looking at me, but I love that place. Michael Paul, how are you, brother? Yes, you need to get down to the bayou. Mosquitoes are bad right now, though. Let me tell you that. Darlene McGee, good night. "21 Pilots." Check out our new song, "Level of Concern," and watch it on video. Don't know if you're from the actual band 21 Pilots, but I will check that out. Jenny in Missouri. I've not been to Louisiana yet. It's different. It's like a third world country down here. We still have Napoleon law. It is the only place in America that has Napoleon law. Now, I won't go into the details of that, but if you're interested, look it up. Seeking a True. Hey, Doug, do y'all have a plan on coming out to the Dallas-Fort Worth area anytime soon? Fort Worth here. Yes, as a matter of fact. And when we do that, it'll be posted. Thank you, William Green. Cloud Man. I hope so. Yes, Law K. Rock in Florida. I'm sorry that you lost your husband. And I'm sure he was an honorable person that loved his country. Man the Lions, top of the morning to you. What's up, DM? Thank you for all you do, by the way. We had a chance to chat. It was maybe a month ago, I guess, we talked on the phone. If my memory serves me right. I appreciate it. You do more to support patriots like myself than you know. A lot of people see what you do out there. If you ever get up to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Vicky asked that. I have not been to Lancaster. When we go up to Washington, D.C., or we go up to Nashville, we try and navigate and go in ways and areas that we've never been to before, just to see other parts of America. Been to Pennsylvania many times. Haven't been to your area. I have friends up there that I served in the military with that live there. The Umpire Post, where I lived in Jersey, there are many aircraft frequently flying overhead pretty low, and they are not transporting anything that needs to be moved. Jersey has a lot of military presence that a lot of people don't realize. There's McGuire Air Force Base, Fort Dix, New Jersey, training base there. There's a joint training base there. All that area, Jersey on down through Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, the whole East Coast has got a ton of military installations. Wayne says, was down during Hurricane Katrina for 7 weeks to help out the Folgers plant. The Folgers plant, or was it community coffee plant? You might be thinking about the community coffee plant. I don't think there's a Folgers plant down here. There is the big community coffees plant that we needed help at. But I could be wrong. There might be one. I was I was on true story. I was on Bourbon Street the night they were evacuating the city. The final evacuation came down, get out of here. At a hurricane party is what it was labeled as. Sandy, you had to go back and watch the beginning of this whenever it's available. I had to go on a rant. Let's just put it that way. That's what I'm doing out this late. Vicky, yes, it's beautiful here in Lancaster, especially in the Amish areas. Yep. Where did I go last in Pennsylvania? I went to Lebanon. Yeah, Lebanon, Pennsylvania, which is, I think it's kind of near the Hershey plant, because I remember we went by there, but we didn't stop at the Hershey plant. Yeah, I was in Lebanon. Maxwell House Coffee Plant here in Jacksonville, Florida. Been to Jacksonville. Boy, I got some stories about Jacksonville. When I was stationed at Hunter Army Airfield in Savannah, Georgia, we did a lot of stuff down in Florida. Phil says, Google sent me an email of all the locations I've been in the last month. I have locations on my phone turned off. Holy jeez. We're finding out, I mean, more and more, there are things that my wife and I have said or talked about, like in the kitchen. Okay. And then next thing you know, we get on our phone to go look at something, and then we've got advertisements or whatever for what we were just talking about. Like the phone's listening to us. That's scary. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Is that an actual place? And Bird and Hand Townships. I'm not even going to look that up, because something tells me if I type in Intercourse, Pennsylvania, I'm going to, and it probably is a town called that.
They want to know your thoughts on forced vaccine.
My wife said that they want to know my thoughts on forced vaccine. Hell no. That's my thoughts on forced vaccine. I don't take the flu shot. The only thing I want a needle stuck in me with is if I'm sick for something and the doctor recommends it for me to get well. Other than that, I'm not taking a vaccine for coronavirus. I'm not taking the flu shot. In the military, you didn't have a choice. They gave you that stuff. You just got it, period. That and many other things. But while I say that, let me add this. I do not believe, I pray, that'd probably be a better way of putting it. I pray that we do not end up in a situation here in America where they force vaccines on anyone. I know that our kids in many locations have to have vaccines in order to get into school. I had to have vaccines to get into school. My kids had to have vaccines to get into school. But we're talking about vaccines that have been used for years, where, you know, we know what the side effects of a lot of those are or aren't. And sometimes the vaccine, the benefits of the vaccine outweigh not having it. But when it comes to something that we don't know anything about, something brand new, like this coronavirus vaccine will be, they're going to have to I'm going to either have to have COVID-19 and be hooked to a ventilator in the hospital in order for them to give it to me, or they draw a gun on me before I draw one on them, because I'm not having it. Ain't no way. No. Not even a conversation to have with Doug Ducote. Do not believe in that at all. I'm very sick and tired of the government getting into our situation, into our lives. And what's very disheartening is that most of those in our government that make the policies for us and the laws have never done shit for America. Never served in any way, shape, or form doing anything for this country. AOC, Alejandro Mar, Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and just go on and on and on. And not just Democrats, but Republicans too. And we vote people in that have done nothing for this country. Nothing. They never served a day in their life to do shit for America. And now they make the policies. That's scary. It really is. Okay, Hendy Lamar. Let me slow this down for a second. I think I'm saying that right. Hendy, Hedy Lamar. I'm disturbed by HR 6666. Okay. Here's some other Celtic woman 33. Law number 6666, or by decree, or never leave your house again. Nope, no exceptions so far. Okay, so looks like several people are talking about this HR 6666. Here's what I asked you to do. And that was when I talked earlier about I was going to do a video this weekend, today, Saturday. That's what I was going to do it on, was HR 6666. Because let me put it to you like this. Read the bill. Go to the Congress website. Let me bring it up real quick. Where you can actually read the bill. HR, here we go. Okay, you can go to www.government or govtrack.us/Congress/bills. Congress.gov/bill, and put in, and then there's also govtrack.us/Congress/bills. And read the bill. And you will see that what's being put out there for us to believe all over the internet is not in the bill. Once again, we have someone or some group of people, and this happens often, either they're far right or they're far left, trying to divide us and put out information that the average person's just not going to go look it up and read it, like me. Okay? They just don't do it. Somebody starts putting out something that's in a bill, their interpretation of it, and in this case, with this HR 6666, they even have put on the whitehouse.gov, a petition there for you to sign. So when people see that, at We the People, there's a petition there at whitehouse.gov to get you to sign that you don't want this bill. People automatically are going to just believe that, oh, it's true what they're saying about it. All I ask is when you see something like this being shared on Facebook or on YouTube, and there's a whole shitload of people out there putting out false information. Does the bill have some things in it that I don't agree with? Yes. Is it to the degree that they're putting out, making you or trying to get you to believe? There's nothing in that bill that says or would allow people to come to your home and forcefully give you a vaccination. Nothing. Don't take my word for it. Go read the bill from front to back. Read it for yourself. Get the education. That's what all the time I get people, I get a lot of emails, a lot of people saying, Doug, did you hear this? Did you hear about this? Look at this, what they're going to do. They're going to do this, they're going to do that. And then I go to the actual source and I read it and go, once again, some people have twisted things that are being said, interpreting in a way that it's not meant to be, that's obvious when you read it, but yet the average person won't do that. Most of the people that have heard about this bill, HR 6666, because it's all over Facebook, it's all over Twitter, it's all over YouTube, have never read the bill. That's all I'll say about it. Yes, there's some things in it that I think are bullshit, but to the degree of what some of these people are saying is in it and what it means, if you read it yourself, you would know. Just never share it again. Not to mention that it's never going to pass, because the Senate sure as hell's not going to pass it, even how it's written. And when it gets to the president, he's not going to sign it. The House Democrats, I mean, and that's just one of many things they've done. I mean, there's things, there are bills out there right now that the House Democrats have done that are really legit, that they really want to see happen, such as taking away anything that's got AR attached to it, anything that's got AK attached to it, all guns that have a hand grip attached to them, anything that can hold more than 6 bullets, literally stripping away our Second Amendment rights. But they're never going to go anywhere because the Republicans have the Senate and we have a Republican president that's not going to sign that shit. But check this out. They're doing this for a reason, because one day, hopefully it won't be for years and years to come, but one day they will have the House and Senate again. And one day they will also have the House, the Senate, and 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And when that day comes, all these bills will be rewritten and pushed right on up for that Democrat president to sign in the law, and then we're screwed. Okay? That's why they're doing it. But even with HR 6666 written the way it's written, there's not a snowball chance in hell it's going to go anywhere. But again, I can't stress enough, when you see these YouTubers putting out information about it, and you see it on Twitter, you see it on Facebook, you see it on Instagram, just go read the bill. See for yourself. And look, and nothing against some of the people that are putting the information out there. I mean, I've got some personal friends of mine that are putting some stuff out there because they didn't take the time to read the bill. And, and now I've talked to them about it and said, read this, and they went back and taken down their video or stopped sharing it once they realized that it's done to make us panic, make us divided. So that's all I got to say about HR 6666. Thank you, Hattie. Google has already been tracking out every step. Not quite sure what that means, but I do know that Google is not for the American patriot, and we have to use it every day. I'm using it right now. You get on Twitter, you're supporting Google. You get on Facebook, you're supporting Google. Google owns a YouTube. All right. They control a hell of a lot. Correct, Silverback. The left believe it's a scary black gun that needs, yeah. Okay. One Ways, Monaco Productions Incorporated says if you're going to do a video on HR 6666 video, you might as well go ahead and do another video on Nancy Pelosi's $3 trillion stimulus spending bill, better known as the HEROES Act. I did one on that spending bill yesterday or day before, explaining the crap that she threw in it. And it's not going anywhere either. It's dead on arrival with the Senate. I mean, I said this yesterday. I'll say it again. And I'm pretty sure every one of you that are listening will support this. Take that $3 trillion. You want to fix this economy? Divide it amongst all the legal American citizens. That's what you do with it. The economy will be fixed. River Girl, we disabled our cameras on our laptops through the anti-spy program. I get a report every day that Google attempted to connect to my camera several times a day and was denied. Yeah. I don't do it anymore, but I used to on my webcam. I used to put a piece of tape over it when I wasn't using it. Because I've been sitting at my computer at my desk and my camera come on. And you know it's on because it's got a light on it that tells me it's on. Yes, POTUS did say it's DOA. I agree, Carl. Yes, the daughter of Almighty God, too. We are in a spiritual warfare. You better believe we are. Even Zuckerberg puts tape over his. I bet he does. No bailout for self-destructive blue states. I mean, no bailout for any states. Just give it to the people. Take the $3 trillion and give it to American citizens. Then we fix the state, because then we turn around and use that money to buy things, which builds the economy back up. I don't either, Heidi. Anyhow, folks, I think I'm done for tonight. I appreciate everybody taking the time to hang out with me and my wife. She's the other end of the house somewhere, moderating, wondering what the hell is he going to say next. Because that's exactly what she's thinking. I love that girl to death. But when I got up and said, I'm going to go live on YouTube right now, she was like, no. And I don't blame her. Okay. But I got my point across my way. Might have not been the right way, but I got it across the way it should be. And we move on. So anyhow, thanks everybody for joining me tonight. You all know what I'm going to say next, so say it with me. Say a prayer for our men and women serving the United States military, our veterans, our law enforcement officers, our first responders, their families, our doctors and nurses and medical staff out there, our angel families, and our blue and gold star families, our president, and our country. God knows we need to do better. I need to do better. God knows I need to do better. Sadly, my Christian values in the past few weeks have been not how they should be. I got a lot of work to do on myself. But I let my mouth sometimes say things that I shouldn't. It's the alpha male in me. It's the way I was raised. It's my military service. It's the things I've witnessed in life that sometimes just make me forget about being a Christian. And that's a struggle that I fight with. I'm not perfect. I think God knows I'm not perfect. Never claimed to be. I just hope that I do enough good on God's earth that there's a place for me in heaven when my day is over with. on this planet. And if UFOs are real and there's another place out there that they're coming from, who knows what happens in the very near future. Think about that for just a moment. Our government finally comes out and admits that UFOs exist, and nobody gives a shit. No, things are so screwed up right now in the world on planet Earth that nobody cares that our military has said, yes, they exist. We don't know what they are. We just know that it's not human technology. Oh, by the way, here's the videos that our military pilots have taken of these UFOs. It's all over the internet. It's all over YouTube. I've done videos on it. And nobody cares. I just find that hilarious. If this COVID-19 thing had not happened and they came out and admitted about the UFOs, I wonder if things would be different. But everybody's so pissed off right now that whatever, don't talk to me about little green men. Okay, don't talk to me about flying saucers. Oh. All right, everybody. Have a blessed evening. I'm out, man. Y'all take care. Thanks for hanging in and listening to me rant and laugh tonight. Y'all have a wonderful evening.